In this video, I'm going to be focusing on what Sarada said to Chocho in the latest episode of Boruto Naruto Next Generations, which is episode 137. Basically, Wasabi and Ami that were down because Sumire, their ex-teammate at this point, decided to quit being a ninja, and she decided to join the ninja tech team, and basically they were down, and Sarada came up with this farewell party, to cheer them up. And, Wasabi and Amina left. And at this point, Sarada says something along the lines of, it must be tough to lose a teammate. She says that to Chocho. She has a very sad look on her face. Because, in a way, she kind of experienced that already once with Mitsuki. Because, as all of you who saw the anime know, Mitsuki had like a little identity crisis. And he left Team 7. Obviously, he was brought back. But still, he left. And Sarada knows that feeling. Now, I think subconsciously Sarada is foreshadowing something huge that might happen in the future of the Boruto series, and in this video I'm going to be listing all the possibilities in regards to what Sarada said, and I'm going to be giving an example from the manga. Without further ado, let's get into it. Now, the point of this video is I think she might lose a teammate in the future. She might lose another teammate for a longer period. Or, in fact, that person could be her. Now, let me explain. First, let's go step by step. First, I'm going to analyze Boruto. Then I'm going to analyze Sarada. Then I'm going to analyze Kawaki. Could Boruto actually leave and become a rogue ninja or something like that? This used to be a very popular theory in the Boruto fandom, but as time went by, the popularity of this theory started decreasing, and especially now with the latest Boruto arc, which is the time travel arc in the Boruto anime, you basically have Boruto going to the past with Sasuke, and he interacts with previous characters, and he learns that Sasuke already left the village when he was his age, right? And he learns that Sasuke regrets that and that it wasn't the best decision. So, this really decreases the probability of him potentially leaving the team to gain power or something like that. Really decreases the chances. And if I had to pick one of these three characters, Boruto, Sarada, and Kawaki, to leave, because obviously Kawaki is, I guess, the new Team 7 member. I mean, I think the last chapter, which is chapter 41, is named, New Team 7 or something like that. So I think Boruto, to be honest, I think he's the least likely to leave the team. And I'll get into the other two characters after this, but I'm just gonna throw it out there as a possibility. Now, I'm not saying that in Boruto we're gonna have a third party, which was Orochimaru, in Naruto, who's gonna offer power, and then Boruto's gonna leave or whatever. I'm not saying that. Only time will tell. We have to keep in mind that the first episode of Boruto shows a huge amount of evidence that Sasuke is potentially dead. You have Boruto wearing Sasuke's coat, you have Boruto using Sasuke's sword, and you have Boruto wearing Sasuke's headband. It really indicates the fact that Sasuke is dead, and Naruto is most likely sealed because just focus on the vocabulary that Kawaki uses. He tells Boruto, "I'll send you where I send the seventh." And you would think that if Naruto was dead, Boruto would get much more triggered at that sentence. I get it, he's mature as a teenager in his late teens, but still, he really loves his father, and if his father is truly dead, that would kind of get him more emotional. And, I mean, right now Naruto is sealed away in the manga, and I think he's just too huge of a name to be killed. I think some people would go crazy about it, potentially even send death threats, because, I mean, that's how some people are, unfortunately, death threats to the authors. With all of that said, it's very possible that Sasuke dies in the Boruto series. There will be a reason for Boruto to be super angry and to want more power, but I just don't think it's going to be him, especially because of the last arc in the manga, in the anime, the time travel arc. Now, on to the two characters which are much more interesting in this case, and when it comes to this particular discussion, Sarada Uchiha. Remember how at the start of the series we had, Sarada really liking Naruto but not having the best relationship with her dad, and vice versa in Boruto's case. That was cool, but that was ages ago. Right now Sarada has a fantastic relationship with her father, and Boruto has a fantastic relationship with his father. But still, think about it like this. Let's just hypothetically say that, okay, Sarada is going to become the Hokage because that's her dream, and Boruto is going to become the Shadow Hokage because that's his dream. Sasuke is the Shadow Hokage and Naruto's the Hokage, right? We have the parallel between them and the parents. In the Naruto series, the Shadow Hokage at one point decided to be a rogue ninja, and the Hokage never did that. And what if we get the vice versa situation in Boruto? What if Sarada is the one that actually deserts the village or something like that? Potentially, once she gets the Mangekyo Sharingan, that curse of the Uchiha or whatever. Why am I assuming that she's gonna get the Mangekyo Sharingan? I mean, come on, guys. She's the second main character. For me, she's still the second main character. I know some will say third because some people say the second main character is Kawaki. Regardless, even if she was the fifth main character, she has to get the Mangekyo Sharingan because she can't just fight with the 3-Tomo Sharingan. I'm not saying she's useless. She's still stronger than most people with the 3-Tomo Sharingan being an Uchiha. But come on, guys, we're supposed to be fighting much more like powerful Kara members in the future, Tsutsuki clan members. Like, no, she's definitely gonna get the Mangekyo. I would even say that she's probably gonna get something even stronger. I mean, Sasuke eventually got the Rinnegan in Naruto, but I'm not gonna go that far, alright? But Mangekyo Sharingan, come on, guys, she has to get the Mangekyo Sharingan. And obviously that means that she will see somebody die. Now, let's say Mitsuki dies, like, yeah, they're close, but they're not that close. That's not gonna completely destroy her world. Again, they're close, they're teammates and all that, but I don't think that will be enough to trigger the Mangekyo Sharingan awakening. Boruto's the main character, he's not gonna die. Yes, Naruto is, like, I guess her idol, but they're not that close. I mean, real life people have idols, I have idols. People that I don't know, that I, really respect, but if they die, it's not going to hit me as much as if, for example, some close family member dies or something like that. You get what I mean. That leaves us realistically with Sakura and Sasuke, potentially Chocho because she's her best friend, but let's focus on Sasuke and Sakura for a second. I already told you the evidence for Sasuke's death. I mean, it's not really, I can't say evidence for his death because it's not confirmed, but it's really possible that he's dead in the first episode of Boruto, right? If Sasuke dies, yeah, that's going to trigger the Mangekyo Sharingan. Same goes with Sakura. And once this happens, she might start hating herself for being weak enough, and maybe there is a third party in Boruto that offers power. And I'm not saying this as a prediction. Just imagine if it actually turns out to be Orochimaru. And Orochimaru already experimented with Shin Uchihas and the Sharingans. Whatever. I'm not saying it's gonna happen. I'm just throwing it out there. And so going back to that, like irony between Boruto and Sarada, how Sarada used to be a fan of Naruto and Boruto was a huge fan of Sasuke. It's kind of like the opposite, and they still might play this scenario where, despite the fact that Boruto is the one who's going to become the Shadow Hokage eventually, unlike the Shadow Hokage in Naruto, he's never really going to leave the village. He's always going to stay with his friends. But then Sarada, this character that wants to become the Hokage, goes the dark route because she just can't handle this huge death. Whether that's Sasuke or Sakura, for example. Just like that would be like a really nice writing, I don't want to say a tool, I don't know if there's like a professional name for this, but like whatever, I like the parallel, and I would really like this to happen. That would be pretty sick, not gonna lie, pretty cool. And it would make room for a lot of character development, not only for Sarada, but for a lot more characters, Boruto as well. And finally, let's go to Kawaki, because right now he's part of Team 7, right? Well, I mean, I did my chapter preview like 2 days ago, and I don't know how I failed to mention this, but it's actually possible. And right now, the latest chapter of Boruto is chapter 41, in case you're seeing this video, like, I don't know, months from now. And in Boruto chapter 41, Boro is still fighting the new Team 7, right? What if Boruto actually kidnaps Kawaki and boom, they lose the member there, or something like that? Or what if Kawaki eventually turns evil in the end? I mean, we know that, well, we don't really exactly know what's going on with Ishiki / Jigen. Is Jigen actually Ishiki all the time, or is Jigen his own person, and then eventually once he goes into like his Otsutsuki form or whatever, he consciously becomes Jigen? Ishiki. Like, it's very confusing. We don't know much information. We don't know enough information now. Also, with Boruto being Momoshiki's vessel, we don't know if in the future if Momoshiki is going to take over his body. And for example, in the first episode, why am I saying this? In the first episode, that could be Ishiki slash Jigen or whatever inside of Kawaki or something like that. So maybe something like that happens and he leaves. Maybe he just turns evil. I don't think this is gonna happen, but I know a few people are predicting this. Like somebody commented that on my video 2 days ago. Or he might just get kidnapped or something like that, potentially even in the battle against Boro. So I think that these words that Sarada spoke in Boruto episode 137, I think they're like a foreshadowing of something. Okay, that's what I think. Let me know what you think about this topic in the comment section of this video. Do you believe that anybody will ever leave Team 7 in the future? And if you believe that somebody will leave Team 7, is it going to be Boruto, Sarada, or Kawaki? I mean, come on, guys. It's not going to be Mitsuki. It's not going to be Konohamaru. So do you think it's going to be some of these three, somebody out of these three or whatever? Just let me know in the comment section of this video. That was your boy, Hokage, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.